Hey, what up, Worldwide Writers? Welcome to sprint number 4. I will be your host. I am Violet of the channel Writing Violet. I write young adult fantasy and rom-coms. I will let my co-hosts introduce themselves. Sam, take it away.
One moment, I have to pause the stream.
Sage, take it away.
Hi folks, my name is Sage, also known as MoonBunny Creative. I'm a writer, an editor, a doodler, and a dabbler. I stream twice a week on Twitch at 9 a.m. Eastern. That's Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I do stuff with words. That's it. Who's next? Heather?
Me? Hello, my name's Heather. I'm a queer author of dark fantasy, currently working on a older YA, new adult, dark twisted retellings. Marta?
Hi, my name is Marta. I am a fantasy writer and I make art and writing related YouTube videos.
A.E, can you hear us? Maybe she's frozen.
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
My name is Autumn A.E Vanisa, and I'm writing adult erotic dark fantasy. Ooh. And I like to call myself a storyteller and a chaotic writer.
And then is it you or me?
Sam, are you ready to go?
I was ready when Sage went. I just had us open in a different tab. And I am writing Mom Samantha L. Nasset. I help organize the Worldwide Writeathon, which is this. I also host live streams on my channels on Mondays. You can go check those out with the rest of my intro spiel because everybody else had a really short one, so I don't want to overdo mine. So yeah, go on.
Oh no, we have time. You can intro spiel. Yeah, so let's see who was in the chat. I saw Shay pop by to hit the like button. I'm just gonna go through these super fast because I am not used to having people in my chat because I'm a pretty small channel, and I don't think a lot of people are doing nano here in this chat. Is that what I understand of us on screen?
Oh yes.
I'm doing nano.
You are, okay.
Yes, woohoo!
Sleep, yes. Sleep well. Yeah, everybody remember to sleep. Don't feel like you have to do it all because I know this is the 2:30 slot for the Eastern time zone. So don't feel like you have to be at all the streams. Get your sleep. It's going to be going on all weekend. Take care of yourself, people. Katie, take care of yourself. Yeah, good evening. Happy writing, everybody. So I also wanted to ask my co-host because I run a book club called the Nostalgia Train Book Club, where we read young adult and middle grade books that were super popular, the big names, the big hits. I do have a Discord for that, and the link should be working down below if people want to come and join that. But I did want to ask my co-host as well as the chat if they have any books that inspired them or that stayed with them, favorite books of childhood. That's kind of what's been on my mind lately. So I don't know if we want to think on that and jump into a sprint or if people already would like to talk about this discussion. I don't know.
I would sprint first because I want breakfast, but whatever everyone else wants to do.
Well, Marta, that's pretty selfish.
Okay, number 1.
Oh, first sprint of the day for Flora and the Fawn. Very nice.
This is my first sprint of the day too.
Oh, that's nice. I feel like a lot of people. Oh, and Stigos also appeared. I didn't see him at the last one.
I mean, I popped in and liked and said hi to other things, but I was busy this morning being mum.
Yeah, the thing is, I've actually watched or popped in and watched a little bit of all the streams, but I've done zero work. So I've not been working at all. So I've just been supporting.
Yes, I make sure I hit all the like buttons.
Yeah, hit all the like buttons. And yeah, for people watching, make sure to also check out everybody's links down below. Check out all the co-hosts. It's a great way to meet people in the community and make friends because friends are fun. So I'm going to be doing 15-minute sprints. So because that was just an easy way to math. So we're going to start off with Marta's new coffee goats on vacation dino timer. So
This one.
yeah. Happy sprinting. Marta, get your breakfast. Everybody stay hydrated and have fun. Okay, that's the end of the first sprint. How did everybody do?
Finished my Jumiho facts, and I'm on to Siren facts. Just 3 more monsters. 3 more.
Very nice.
There we go. Unmute myself, that would be helpful. I put
Yes.
together my author newsletter and have scheduled it to go out on Monday. So that's all done.
Awesome.
I had breakfast.
Would you like to share what you had, Marta?
Very curious.
Just yogurt with oats. Nothing fancy. I'm having jasmine tea at the minute.
Taste it.
Very nice.
I wrote 241 words, so
15 minutes? Not bad.
The sound of envy.
I got 40 words down, and it sounds like I'm on the cusp of something new breaking into one of my stories.
Ooh, it's always exciting. Yeah, I just stared off into space, like, what am I supposed to do since I haven't started writing yet? But luckily, past me came through with like a to-do list of things I need to do in my project. So I love when that happens. So,
What's left on your autumn author tube bingo?
I actually just looked over it because I pulled up my bullet journal. I am going to complete it probably in the next... It's the write with the animal companion. It's like my dog is always here, but to actually write with him next to me, I'm not sure if he's gonna like that. I wanted to catch up in the comments because I got so behind. Miranda was here. I don't know if she's still here.
Hi, Miranda.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, Marta got hat compliments. Hello.
Hello.
We all got compliments.
Oh, Steek, you say the sweetest things.
Ooh, thrillers.
Thriller.
Miranda's here for our witchy space theme. Marta, everybody loves you in a hat. Maybe we discovered something new. So, you guys stop the flattery. We can't handle it.
I love
Oh,
the
my
option
baby's
of
watching.
never stop.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's my
I am-
baby.
I'm actually missing a piece of my costume.
Ooh.
Nice.
But it didn't fit over my glasses, so.
Relatable.
Oh yeah, you should have seen me trying to do the headphones with the headband. I was like, oh, I didn't think this through.
Every time I gotta dress up, I'm like, what am I gonna do with my hair? It doesn't matter.
I was like, I'm just gonna put some stickers on my face. So,
I made some little pumpkins and then realized I had nowhere to prop them up.
oh, I have a pumpkin in my background. I'm gonna carve it later, maybe during one of the chat streams. So,
I have an accidental tapestry, which is really just my blanket hanging up there.
Jessica says,
I
"Who
have
needs sleep?"
curtains.
Oh, I have. What is also this? Words. Also curtains. Yeah, that's a word.
Oh, no. I bought these the other day. If you go back to my other streams, like lighting is like a thing. So I
Oh,
actually
yeah.
wrote myself
Lighting is
blackout.
like I always have the blackout shade because I have just pure light behind me. So it feels like it's at nighttime here, but it's not. It's just not the best webcam placement. Oh, we have some answers to our question. Del Toro quest, Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, Goosebumps. Ooh, I like those answers. Goosebumps is a good one. I didn't think of that. Did you guys in my co-host? Did you guys think of any?
When
I did.
when you say childhood, are we allowed double digits? Those like
Yes,
11?
of course. Yeah. Like the thing is, like for the book club, my cutoff is everything published 2012 or before. So is kind of what I've been doing, just because I wanted to. There was one book that was published in
As I look
2012.
up a publication date.
Well, what I said is like the first book in the series has to be published. Then, if it's a series that continues on longer,
The
you
Worst
know.
Witch.
The Worst Witch.
Ooh,
They're like really short too.
They are.
Okay, so you said 2000 something and before, so like those are the ones that count or don't?
no, everything
Yes.
counts. Your nostalgia. I can't put a limit on somebody's love of books.
You
I'm
said
just
you have a cutoff. I'm trying.
yeah, for
to
my
Be
book
the
club. For my
I'm a
book club.
Virgo, damn it! You said there were rules. I'm trying
If
to
you
follow.
want rules, I'll
Be
give
the
you
first.
rules, Sam.
I
But
don't really care. In the Forest of the Night would be fine, I guess.
I just think it's interesting to think about, like the books that stay with you or that touch you, especially like as a writer. I think it's interesting. That's why I wanted to start the book club. Like I didn't write when I was like that young, so coming back as a writer, looking over it, ooh, Heather, a show and tell.
Ooh. I read a lot of books as a kid. I cannot tell you what they were. If they were
Trying to see what
Beatrix
Heather has going
Potter.
on. Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I have all the Beatrix Potters.
or more, I could list them, but like I could tell you, yeah, I read The Gem Princesses when I was 8. I cannot tell you what the fuck those books were about, but I read them. So it's like they didn't really stick with me. I just have a memory that I did read them. The first book that ever stuck with me, I was 11, and it was In the Forest of the Night by Amelia Atwater Rhodes. It's a YA contemporary fantasy about vampires. And she was traditionally published when she was 11 or 12, and that was the reason it stuck with me, because that was what cemented my decision to become an author. So,
Aww.
also, Risica is a badass.
Enid Blyton as well. I remember Enid
Yeah.
Blyton. The Magic Faraway Tree.
Yeah.
Magnificent Seven and the Fabulous Five or something.
Famous Five and
Famous Five. The Secret
Secret
Seven.
Seven.
Yeah. And then like Roald Dahl.
Roald Dahl. Yeah.
I just watched the new like Witches book. I got very confused. With Anne Hathaway, I was like, what is happening?
I have one book that fits the bill, and that is the Earth Pillars.
Pillars
It's
of the
called
Earth.
the Earth Pillars in English.
Pillars of Earth, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good BBC thing with Eddie Redmayne in it. I know he's in the like adaptation of it.
The book is quite good.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Else,
Oh, here you
I'm
go. Leanne's telling you what the
Leanne, yeah, I noticed. Leanne, would you like to know why I even remember those books?
You guys, I'm way not that far in the comments. Twilight started reading for fun. Twilight is coming up in the book club in February.
I was gonna say
Boxcar
Twilight,
Children.
Hunger Games.
Animorphs. Oh, that's a set of books I forgot
Ow.
about. I don't think I ever read the Animorphs books. I just like looking at the covers.
They were weird covers though.
Obviously, Steve went with The Hobbit, but I mean, it's a classic. Oh no, I'm not going to say it, but you guys know these comments.
Are they hip hopping around?
Something like that. Coffee slowly waking me up. Can't believe people from America are still in the chat at this time. I told them to go to bed, Anya. They didn't listen to me. I told them.
Yeah, if you're like awake past midnight, just go to bed, y'all.
Yeah.
I
Oh, that
can
was
say
for
if
the
you feel like you
timer.
can do it.
Yeah, everybody loves Marta's Dino timer. It's really good, Marta. I like the new timer as well.
Thank you.
Very nice.
I was a bit like not sure if people would like it because it's not animated, but
No, I think it's really good. Yeah, the Dino was reading The Hunger Games in one of the clips, if you saw. Cat feeding time. Yeah, you remember to feed your cats, people. Feed your cats, feed your dogs, feed your children, feed yourselves.
Feed yourselves.
Yeah. It's good to remember. I really need to tell myself that I'm planning and can change it later because I have done nothing in this stream because I can't decide what happens next. Oh, know that feeling.
Planning counts.
An explosion in.
Yeah, sometimes it's better just to, for me, it's better just to skip ahead and write what I know, and then later those other things fill themselves in, you know?
Or as I got told, suddenly a bowl of a pasta, like spaghetti appears. And you're like, oh, what? What happened?
Yeah, sometimes I also just write something really bad, like a really bad sentence. It can be like telling, it can just be just terrible, just to push you through the scene. You can fix it later, just to push whatever you need to get through it sometimes. Oh no, I forgot to get out of bed. That's okay, you don't need to. Thought dumped a whole page and a half. Love a good thought dump. 245 words on the flash fiction project. Very close to falling asleep on the keys.
No, you'll get another blue screen of death. Just go to bed, Katie.
Yeah, go to bed, Katie, but also drink some water.
Yes.
Revision prep. Another scene, made notes to add and added to a new one. Working on math homework. Oh no. Read emails.
Sounds important.
Doing a tad bit of writing for a short story due mid-November.
Nice.
Why everybody Marta's hat? It's a thing now. Marta.
Hashtag Marta's hat. That would be hashtag WWW October 2020.
Oh, I hate planning. This is why I'm a pantser. This is a sentiment I can kind of get behind. But okay, revision Violet is full on planning. It's only like drafting Violet who's pantser, because like if you look at what's in front of me right now, it's like you would think I'm a planner, but it's like I needed a really messy zero draft to make this plan.
I'm following Sarah Cannon and her work methods around her stories, and I have just made my own Kanban board to put up my story flow, because I'm neither a pantser or a planner, and neither am I, just both. So I'm chaotic.
I think also like every project needs something different, you know. Some projects need more prep and others don't. Especially, like, I know for me, like things that are really character driven seem to flow themselves, and things that are plot driven, I need to put a little more thought into it.
Yeah.
You need to know the plot driving.
Yeah. If I don't know my characters, like my story is going nowhere.
But do they also do what they want?
No, the thing is, yeah, but I don't know, if my characters are authentic to themselves, they end up feeling authentic to the story. I don't know, and it fits like with my vision. So I've never had that thing where my characters do something that I don't want them to do or go off on tangents. But I'm an underwriter, so my characters are barely getting done what they need to get done. They have no time for tangents.
I'm an underwriter, and I had a scene, and literally I had to get two brothers to fight each other in a scene. My scenes are usually 1,500 words. 2,500 words into the scene, and they were still on opposite sides of the oval. Just come together and just fight each other. I don't know what else to do with you, but
These are all struggles I don't deal with because I have an outline where I figure those things out. So I'm like, eh.
no, but it was very much like, he's going to come to the school, the other brother doesn't like this brother, friend's going to bring her over to the friendship group where the first brother is, and they're going to fight. But I couldn't get them to come together.
Well, yeah. See, but like as an example for that, in my outline that I was working on ye olden days of before last year, or this year, whatever. Point is, there's a scene in a garden where I needed two people to like talk, and I needed one of them to like flirt so that my MC could be a little jealous bitch. And but like the conversation I wanted to happen wasn't going well. Well, it's the outline stage, so like these two characters aren't super developed yet. So I was just like, fuck it, and I just started a different conversation. And you know what? That little motherfucker turned out smooth, and I kind of like him now. But like, again, it's a thing that I because I wrote it out in my outline. It's the thing that I figured out there. So when I go to draft it, not gonna be a biggie. So that's all I need.
Yeah, I don't know. That's again like if it's not going how I want it to, that's where I skip ahead and just write like what I know, and I'll go back and fill in the blank later. That's what I have on my list right now. All the blanks I need to fill in. That's what I should be accomplishing now during the write-a-thon.
I mean, the other option is to go back a couple of paragraphs and rewrite, but take a slightly different tack.
Ooh.
And see if that, you know.
It's an interesting
I can
strategy.
See,
work
that's my
that.
usual approach, and that's why I end up with 20 versions of each chapter before I settle on one, so I do not recommend doing that.
The Marta verse.
It's okay, that project is in timeout for now.
In my accent, the Martyrverse doesn't sound very pleasant.
It sounds like a bad time.
It does.
Oh my gosh.
I would say I have a tendency to, yeah, I'm Danish.
Stig's Scandinavian radar was on.
I have a tendency to write my books in my head, which means that when I actually go down and sit to actually write them, I'm already like 400 books into the future. So it's like, yeah, where did this story start?
Writing is sometimes, it's a trip. Ooh, Matilda, that's one I didn't think of.
Ooh, can we add that to the Nostalgia Book Club list?
Yeah, put it in the Discord, Marta. What do I look like?
I have a
Beautiful
recommendation.
space person.
What do you have?
The Tiffany Aching books by Terry Pratchett.
Ooh.
They start with the Wee Free Men. They're I'll link you to the Wikipedia. That's going to be easiest.
Okay.
No, just Discworld in general.
Discworld in general, but if we're talking about specifically like YA and middle grade stuff, it's Tiffany Aching.
Oh no, they have to be white. Okay. No, I just have memories of like reading and technically listening to them with my dad on audiobook.
I mean, there is a reason why I have that picture looking over my shoulder as I write.
Oh.
That is Sir Terry Pratchett.
Okay, I was like, who is this person?
I've always wanted to read Terry Pratchett because I hear so many people like give a lot of praise, but it's like one of those like writers who has so many books that you don't know where to start.
Do you want a Christmas read?
Yes,
Well-
Hogfather.
The Hogfather. There you go.
Whatever you do, Violet, I'll send you some resources over Discord, but whatever you do, don't start with the first book in the Discworld. The first two books, actually the first 5 books, they're good, but he was still figuring out his style and his world, so they're tough to get into if you're not already a fan.
Okay. See, that would have been the logical thought to go to.
So
Wait.
I will send you some resources.
Mercer says their brain only works in chronological order.
Oh no.
Oh. See, like right now, I'm not writing my book chronologically. I have all these like hopping back between the past and the future. Very complicated. I've written a lot, but I have been in the past 3 hours, and it's 3 a.m., so I'm starting to get tired. Probably going to end up staying up a little bit longer. Oh, sleep is good, people. How many Violets are there? I'm one of a kind, Michael. Missed the start of the stream. Did everybody say what they were working on? Did we say what we were working on?
No.
I don't think we did.
Do people want to share what they're working on?
We can.
Sure.
I'm working on my High School Monster Hunter story. Sam?
I'm working on Monster Ball stuff because I didn't have a chance to do it earlier in the week, and Jess is not allowed.
Fair enough. Sage?
I'm working on my final fanfic for Otayuri Week, which starts on Monday. I have 6 others ready to go. I'm now working on the 7th.
The internet kind of cut out a little bit. Which pairing did you say?
Otayuri.
Okay.
So Otabek Alton and Yuri Plasetsky.
That's what I thought. Like I said, the internet went a little, and I was like, wait.
And if anyone's worried, I age them up. Just so you know.
Heather, did you want to share?
Oh, I'm starting to go back and do my edits for the first book in my dark fantasy retellings.
Nice.
Frick.
I'm just working on breakfast and getting ready for the day, but maybe I'll do some writing later, who knows.
I'm working on the outline of my very well-named series called The Organization. Last time we had Worldwide Writeathon, I was saying that I needed to get things in order for that because I was so chaotic that I did not know where my notes was for that project, but I'm getting there. For Nano, I'm writing on 7 different projects. 2 of them are Danish projects called The Guardian, and the other one is called Are You Following? Which is 2 very short stories. My 5 English stories are my series, The Organization. Then I'm gonna make a book called Law and Legends of the Organization, which is capturing all the small nuggets and small stories that are referenced in the actual series. And then I have Lucernia, Perfectly Not Perfect, which is a spin-off from the organization. And then I have Raw, and the last one is called Secret Keeper. And all of them I'm currently just typing out and trying to plot without plotting too much.
I don't know. I'm here for working on multiple projects at once. Like, that's how my brain works. So
I always have at least 5 projects going.
yeah, I know. Like Marta, I know you're one project.
I can't even read and write 2 books at the same time.
I'm like currently reading 4 books. Like that's just can't help it.
Oh, we're not going to go on to how many currently reading books there are. No, that's not.
Let's start a sprint. How about that?
How
I
about
think
that?
that's a good idea.
Violet, did you say what you were working on?
Yeah, I'm working on my
Oh,
High
your
School
list.
Monster Hunter story. I have some scenes to figure out. So 15 minutes. Happy sprinting. Ooh, end of the sprint. I almost missed it. Stopped mid-sentence. Love when that happens.
Oh no. I will not lie. If I am mid-sentence, everybody's waiting. I will not. Because I will not remember the rest of that sentence.
Same.
Depends on the sentence. How did the sprint go for everybody?
I have finished Sirens, and now I should pick 2 more monsters. I don't need to, but I want to. If anybody has any monster requests, let me know.
I have no idea.
Dragons.
It is stunning.
I mean, I love monsters.
Well, I got 151 words, and then Husbando distracted me because he's been paid, so now he's going to go and do groceries for us, and he wanted a grocery list.
Fair.
Fair enough, yeah. Heather is muted.
The Yowie is a beast you've been asked about. What other animals? What other monsters do you have?
Oh, okay. I guess scroll up. Vampire, werewolf, changeling, Frankenstein monster, ghost, zombie, Gumiho, siren, dragon.
A banshee.
Okay.
I mean, if you wanted, you could do the Tokoloshi.
Spell that.
Tokoloshe.
Okay. What, type that.
I'll put it in the private chat.
Thank you. I'm dyslexic and being tired strengthens that, so I'm like, no, letters, ah!
Yeah, I feel that.
I
would
feel
be
you. I feel you. Being dyslexic sucks.
Yeah, definitely like with like the sort of stereotypes around writers and words. It's like, no, I don't know how to string words together or make words or read words or words.
Our brains
Still a writer, so leave me alone.
Our brains are wired backwards. We just speak a different dialect than everybody else.
Well, I actually normally write through speech to text, which is like my godsend in life, which has allowed me to be a writer. So,
And a chupacabra. I agree. You should also do a chupacabra.
Okay.
Marta, what did you get done during the sprint?
promise
I
I'm
basically
doing
just tidied around breakfast stuff and also got some throat sweeps because my throat was hurting.
Fair enough. My headband's gonna fall off. Yeah, it was a sprint. 15 minutes for me writing. 15 minutes is great, but for like other things, the short sprints don't work that well. But I just thought during the write-a-thon a lot of people would do longer sprints, so I was like, let's do shorter ones for all the short attention span people like me.
Yeah, I know there is someone who does like a 45-minute sprint, and I'm like, good on you. I just know.
That
Yeah.
would be Julie.
I can't do that.
She's hosting one of our fundraisers, I believe.
Good.
I
I can't do it.
I do 45-minute sprints only on Discord. On Twitch, I do 20 minutes.
Yeah, on Discord, I can understand that.
Yeah.
I don't know. A Discord sprint, it's a different feel to it. So, speaking of Discord,
Sorry.
if people are not in the Worldwide Writeathon Discord, I do have the link tree for all the Writeathon links in the description box. So join both of the Writeathon Discords because you'll make lots of friends and it's fun. And then you can also be part of this event. Also in the comments, if anybody has never been part of the Writeathon, if this is their first Writeathon, let me know. Also, I'd be curious if there is anybody in the comments who has has a new AuthorTube channel or is thinking about starting an AuthorTube channel, I would also be very curious, because last year at the October Writeathon, my channel was just 1 month old. So if you want to promo your new channel, do it. It's the time.
Okay.
I'm thinking of starting my channel, but I'm too scared.
But you have all these friends.
Yeah, and you've already been on streams, so I think like streaming is harder than having a channel, in my opinion. So or maybe
Yeah,
it's not, but
yeah, I kind of feel like it's different because it's my own channel, and I will need to figure out to do stuff myself instead of just jumping on to another person's channel, and they actually have done everything prepared, so I just need to say, get in.
I know from like myself, I was thinking about it for so long, and then the fact that I had been constantly thinking about like I want to do it, it like proved to me that like it was something worth my time. And then when I tried it, I liked it, so it was like, okay.
Poor Jess is gonna get in the StreamYard for the monster ball and be like, yeah, Sam put monster facts for me to put across. Why are there 70? It's fine, Jess.
Because you have to.
I've never heard of this book. Charlotte was saying Going Postal is a good place to start.
That's Terry Pratchett one. That's Terry Pratchett stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to know where to start. Sometimes with authors who have a big backlist. Vampire Academy, that's one I didn't think about.
Posted a whole long thing in the Team 4 chat on Discord.
Oh, nice. Good going, Sam. Yeah, Vampire Academy is one I never read. I did not.
I read the
Also Discworld.
the graphic novels of the first 2 Vampire Academy books and went, okay, thank you, and left.
I only heard about it because I was researching for one of my own books, where I have a species that only survives on the blood from another vampire. So I was like, isn't there a name for that? I was just like,
Isn't
getting
that
all
the
these
Strigoi?
recommendations for this one, so I had to read it.
Is that the Strigoi?
Yes.
Yes.
That is.
Yeah, I mean, I have one vampire plot bunny that I play with sometimes, and like TV tropes for vampires, the site TV tropes. It's a place to go. That's where I could look up all the different different tropes and archetypes for vampires and kind of like do a checklist. Yes, I want this. No, I don't want this. We're going to play with this, divert this. Subvert, divert. Words.
It's not the Strigoi of European mythos, but there is somebody in like modern fiction who used the word Strigoi for vampires who feed on other vampires, but I cannot remember the fandom.
I hope that Michael is sleeping.
Vampire
I hope
Academy.
that Katie is sleeping.
I think it is the Vampire Academy because they've got like the Demir and the Muri and these ones that hide in the woods over here.
Yeah.
Excuse me while I forget how to
Oh, hey, Evie.
Strigoi.
Worldwide Writeathon. Whoop, whoop.
Yay!
Oh yeah, Michael spotted this little thing in the timer. I had also been looking at it because I also had the timer on full screen, so I thought it was funny that Michael and I were both like fixated on this point. But Tasha's like, how can you see that? Because normally I'm watching streams on my phone, so can't see anything. Yeah, I have to say the freaking comments jumped. I don't know how to keep up with these. Everybody was saying Chupacabra.
You just like click, or you just click on one person that represents the whole.
Yeah, you guys represent everything. Stopping mid-sentence when writing, pretty much the best place to stop. I think so, because then you know where to pick up.
No, I have brain fog. That's terrible.
If your memory works that way.
Yeah.
I think my memory works that way.
Mine does. So, like, what I would do is I would be like, yeah, okay, so we can continue. And then I'm reading, and then because the sentence stops mid-sentence, my brain stops. And I'm like, What are words? Who are these characters? What is my plot? Do I even know how to write? That's where my brain goes.
Oh my gosh.
So I have to finish that. If my children interrupt me, I'm taking 10 minutes to remember the fucking sentence.
Cherry Panda says, first Worldwide Writeathon. Whoop whoop. You found the cool people. Well, not just us, the whole Writeathon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we are very cool.
I was gonna say, we do okay.
I'm going to start a new channel and actually do stuff with it, but it won't be under this name.
Okay, so Strigoi in Vampire Academy apparently drink the blood of Morroys, which a Moroi is another type of vampire in Vampire Academy.
The normal magic vampires.
So they're like baseline vampire.
Basically, yes.
Okay. I've never read Vampire Academy, so I assume that I just absorbed that fact about their Strigoi from just knowing things.
Yeah, the Discord channel, there are two for the Writeathon, the community one and the event one. So the event one is like for planning, and then the community one is like regular all year.
So allow me to explain. So
You're allowed.
The Worldwide Writeathon event server is for organizing the events such as this one. It is generally dead for 2/3 of the year, but it like picks up activity and stuff during the prep planning, although a lot of the activity tends to be in the private chats for all of the teams. Like once the hosts are selected and their co-host, that's where they share links and everything. So it's basically strictly for communication and information about this event. It's also where Jess and I will post like, here's some advertising material, here's some templates for you, here's the bingo cards just did last minute, all of that fun stuff. The community server we made because 2 write-a-thons ago, it was requested that we have a more community-based server as well. So Jess and I were like, as opposed to making our event server extraordinarily chaotic, let's just make a second one. So that's what that one is. It's also relatively quiet, but like whenever people ask a question in there, like 5 people respond. So
Yeah, it's definitely a good place to find writer friends. Yes, Stieg, we're waiting patiently. I just have no idea what I'm going to do for some of my videos. Steal other people's ideas and make them your own.
I mean, isn't that
Tag videos.
all
Tag
of
videos and
YouTube?
vlogs. Yeah. Also,
There's the,
streams are fun.
the books that inspired my writing or influenced my writing one. The new hashtag newbie, and I just did the writers not writing tag.
I recently just put all my tag videos into a playlist because if people are looking to do tags, it's easier to find. So, shameless plug, check out my tags playlist.
I'm all for a playlist.
Not fairly new, but getting more consistent with the video upload. Ooh, okay. Hiya.
Consistency is key. The moment you stop being consistent, your growth stagnates.
Or your motivation
Consistent, boy.
stagnates. TV tropes, yes. It is a writer's friend. Oh, Anita, just dropping in to say hello. My sister's in town visiting. If the write-a-thon is still happening this weekend, it is going to be happening for the rest of the weekend.
Yes.
The one coffin trope? No, Michael. So, oh my goodness, everybody's like waking up now. Good morning.
Hello, hello.
I was thinking about hopping into the next sprint. Yeah.
Hoppity hop hop hop.
I
Let's
think
do
every
it.
people is waking up because Europe is waking up.
Yeah, it is that time of the morning. So another 15 minutes on the clock. Be productive or don't. We'll see you in 15 minutes. Bye.
Drink some water.
Water.
Okay. That is the end of our third sprint. How did everybody do? I personally finished my sentence and wrote a few more sentences.
I finished 2 of the 4 monsters I was given. So I just have 2 more, and I just started reading Banshees, and now I'm not unfamiliar with Banshees, but I did not know that sometimes Banshees take the form of the family's virgin who died young. It's one of those hyper-specific things.
Good old Celtic mythology.
It's globally myths. Like, if
Yeah.
anything has taught me about researching the origin myths of monsters over my lifetime, it's that they're hyper-specific everywhere.
Yep.
I got to write a little over 100 words. And the plot thickenings. But it's cool.
I actually did some work for this one, so it's my sister's birthday tomorrow, so I started looking through some photos of us together, because I'm gonna be painting one of them later.
Ooh.
So I'm trying to decide what photo I'm gonna use.
Fun.
Nice.
Number 5 from left.
I was like, what? What are we doing? Oh.
I just found a very funny writing prompt. Is that blood? No. That's not a question you're supposed to answer with another question.
I love a good writing prompt.
They're fabulous.
I see another person new to the WWW. Welcome, new people, to the WWW.
Ooh.
Jess would welcome you, but she's sleeping.
I think also some people bowed out to go to bed, which is a good thing, because I've been encouraging people to sleep, because I'm going to be honest, had a weird sleep schedule last night of trying to be in all the streams, which I regret. So don't regret it. Go to bed.
I got 4 hours of sleep before, because I tried the same thing. And then I remember I have a date later today where we also are going to a comedy show. I need sleep.
Yeah.
Nope, go ahead.
If you can get sleep, get it. Like, I mean, it's always good.
I was gonna say I'm getting a tattoo later, so.
What tattoo are you getting?
The first session for my Phoenix Triforce back piece thing.
Ooh,
Tyler was
love
supposed to
it.
send me the layout, but I think he forgot. It's fine. He's done all of my tattoos, so we're buddies, sort of.
Okay, I'll still on that homework game. Research is also important for people doing nano. Lists are also good.
I like lists.
I also like lists.
I love
I'm learning to like lists. Got a small
I
editing
don't
fix,
like
though.
lists because as soon as I write it down, my brain is like, okay, you've done the thing. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. But as soon as I write it down, my brain's like, okay, we're done.
I like the reality your brain lives in, though.
I know. Isn't it nice?
Oh, that would be a good one, yeah. I wish it worked like that.
It's also why I struggle with outlining, for the same reason, because as soon as I've written it down, my brain's like, okay, we've done this. We don't need to do it again. What do you mean you need to flesh it out?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I go around to see people that have outlines and they're like, here's my outline. It is 25,000 words. I'm like, no.
It's not an outline, though.
I'm just
like,
gonna
that
hide my
is
100-page
the
outline under the
leanest
carpet.
zero draft.
That's not an outline, that's a zero draft.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that is the super lean zero draft there.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Aren't outlines like written like this happens and this happens, and like a zero draft is written like in prose? Like
I mean, not my
Not
outline.
necessarily.
that's my question, because like my zero draft is, you know, it's written in prose, it's dialogue, it's from first person perspective, and when I take notes, I'm like, she does this happens, like it's just telling.
So the way an outline is written is different for each person and could even be different for each project, or the way an outline is written could even be different depending on what you're writing in the outline. For example, if I have a scene of dialogue, it might be like dipshit and fungus face decide to have a conversation, and then I have another bullet point and it's like, hey, how you doing? Oh, you know, scratch his head awkwardly. You know, fungus face, I think you're hiding something from me. But then like my fight scene would be more like step by step, so and so draws sword, then opponent will parry this, because for my fight scenes I need to have that step by step in my outline so that when I go to write it I can look at it and I'm like, okay, so how do I streamline this to actually be an interesting fight scene? So like yeah.
My
It's a
my
really
outline is more like keywords to myself for what I need to happen in major plot points. And then when I'm zero drafting, it's me telling the story to myself. So that is even longer than my outline. And my other author community colleagues, those who typically throw out 2-digit K amount of words for their outlines, they ultimately admit that it's actually an outlining zero drafting at the same time.
Well, see, I do it I'm like, here is my story beat outline. And then I go into my chapter breakdown outline. I'm just holding it here so you can't read too long. And there's like my point of view and then what has to happen. But some of them I've had the spark while I'm outlining of this is the conversation. So I put it in my outline and I know to add it. Or I can see very vividly like, this is the dress she's wearing. So then I describe it in detail in my outline. But my outline's more like, these are the story beats I'm hitting. And then here's my chapter breakdown with, this is the scenes that need to happen. And that's as far as I go.
I like hearing other people's process. Like I think like especially like people, if you have like channels, it's a great thing to share because everybody's process is a little bit different, and it's just fun to see how people's mind works around sort of the task of writing a novel and breaking a story down. I think it's interesting.
I can give 2 examples of 2 different outlinings. The Legend of Dawn,
I think
which is one of the short stories.
I think we should just address some of the comments because I think like we've given enough outline examples.
Oh, have we? Oh, and about encouraging people to sleep. They can just take a nap, Anne, and then they can join your stream after. I do have, again, the sprint playlist and the chat playlist. Don't sleep on the chats, though, guys. Like, I mean, sleep in general is good, but don't, like, miss out on the chats going on during the write-a-thon.
Don't ignore the chat.
Yeah, because I feel like the chats don't get enough love. There's always a lot of fun going on over there. I know last write-a-thon, they were, like, a godsend for me when I got, like, to the point of, like, my brain could not write anymore just to hang out in the chats. A lot of fun. So, what is this? I'm trying to do my nano outline too. I was planning on working on it all month, but have only done like an hour so far today. I know, like I said, I'm not the outline master. I label first draft and onwards ones and work on constructing the story to be read by other people. Oh my goodness. I like planning despite my complaints earlier because I can just look at the outline and continue writing if I get stuck.
I too love planning.
Yeah, I mean, again, everybody's going to have a little bit of a different process, and each story is going to be a little different. I think we should do our last sprint because it's time.
It is time.
So, our last 15-minute sprint of this stream. Good luck. Have fun. Okay, that's the end of the sprint. How did we do for that last one? I know my focus started to fade a little bit.
Morning stretches.
Heather popped up.
So I settled on a photo I wanted to draw, and then I got distracted with more photos and didn't make a decision in the end.
Marta. Oh. Anybody else want to share, or don't have to?
I finished off. You first.
You muted. No. Sam's muted.
I was speaking. I was like, I'm on the last fact. And I just finished. So I've got all the facts, and I don't even know if she can use all of them. But it's fine.
But they're there.
I have them.
Oh, there's Heather.
And
Hey, Heather.
There's a special kind of fun when you're like, yeah, I know this thing. And then you're like, do I know this thing? So you spend like a minute trying to figure out if you were in fact right. Like, I'm typing like, even though chupacabras are known as being from the Americas. And then I'm like, Puerto Rico's in the Americas, right? Yeah, it's in the Americas. Is it? And then like, I had to look it up. And I'm like, this is a thing that I know. But my brain was like, no, you don't know it.
That's fair.
Sorry, my internet was stupid for a second.
Tough.
Figured.
You are now technical problems bingo square.
Oh yeah, for all the new people who joined and missed all the technical problems of the last streams.
I finished off with a short dialect. Murder wasn't on today's agenda. It's not on anyone's agenda. No, it's on mine. Just not until Tuesday.
It's on my agenda.
Finish another chapter, new creature. Oh, and set up everything in StreamYard. The next sprint stream is going to be on Anne's channel, so check it out if you want to keep on the Writeathon flow. So, worked on a multi-POV pattern within a chapter. With each chapter, I know words. Struggling with math, yeah. Oh, math. Oh, Esther says, yes, we're in the Americas.
I know, and Google and Wiki confirmed for me.
I was like,
But I
"Did you
appreciate you
understand?"
doubly confirming for me.
Would we like to do outros, because our stream time is coming to an end here, so we could start in reverse order, starting with AE and working back up to me.
Sure.
I am Autumn Elm Vanisa, and I am an author, apparently. Why not? Man, it's early. It's early. It's 10:30 in the morning here in Denmark. So, yeah, that's my outro.
I love when you have streams where like half the guests are like, man, it's early, and the other half are like, God, it's late. No one's
Marta?
ever in the afternoon.
That's true. Heather.
Yeah, my name is Marta. I write fantasy and I also make art and writing related YouTube videos. There will be a Writeathon vlog coming up soon, provided I can actually fix my tripod that broke right before the stream. So subscribe if you want to watch that, I guess. That's me. Hello?
Hi, my name's Heather. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us, and let's use our voices to promote positive change in the world. That's my outro.
Hi, folks. My name is Sage, also known as MoonBunny Creative. I am a writer, an editor, a doodler, and a dabbler. I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays on Twitch at 9 a.m. Eastern, and a bunch of other things. I do stuff with words. Sam.
Hi, I'm writing Mom Samantha and that. Excuse me. I am writing Mom Samantha L. Nasset. On my channel, I host live streams very similar to this on Mondays. I also, when I post videos, I post them on Thursdays where I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer parent things. I have a newsletter on my website that you can sign up to, SamanthaLNasset.com, and you can also see a sample of my writing. It is I call it a cute little ghost story. My readers don't, but it's called Until Pizza Do Us Best. I also help co-organize and run the shindig. You can find the www linked below at its link tree. All the playlists are there. I've also preemptively created a playlist for the vlogs for the www for everybody who's making those because it seemed like a fun idea.
Yeah.
And I think that's everything.
And I have been the host, Violet, of the channel Writing Violet. You can also find me on Instagram at Writing Violet. I have all the links for my co-hosts and information in the description box. I also run the Nostalgia Train Book Club. We have a Discord server and an Instagram. Check it out. Please join if you want to read some fun YA middle grade books. We are currently reading Mockingjay. The live show is going to be next week. And some of the books we have coming up are The Golden Compass / The Northern Lights, Warrior Cats, Twilight, and Percy Jackson. So if you're interested in reading or rereading any of those, we'd love to have you. Again, follow the playlist, and thank you to all my lovely co-hosts and everybody in chat for showing up. It's been a pleasure. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.